Hello, everyone. What's up, everybody? Let me make sure my mic is working just fine. Audio. Okay, mic is working good. Welcome, everybody. Let me hit go live on Instagram. Welcome, guys. Let me go and check my Facebook page. If you're watching on the replay, just type hashtag replay in the comments. It's going to let me know you're watching the replay. Sometimes when I go live on Facebook, it doesn't actually show up on my profile. So I have to manually go into Facebook. It's when I am live to make sure that the feed is feeding through. So guys, welcome. So just let me see, hold on. Give me half a second to check Facebook really quickly. Oh man, what's going on? I love my computer. I love my computer. I love my computer. That's me talking to my computer because it's doing weird things. So hello everyone. I am just checking in on my stream on my Facebook page because I'm streaming everywhere. But sometimes, yeah, exactly. So when it's right now, trying to stream on my Facebook page, but it has it showing the privacy is only me can see it. So I have to manually go in when I am live to let it show up on my account. So welcome. We are live on pretty much every single social media platform. We're live on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on TikTok, and we're live on Instagram. And I am excited to be here with you guys. Hey, Antonio. I haven't been live with you guys in a while. We have just been really busy with a lot of different things in my business. And so today I was like, okay, let me come live with my people because it's been a while. And TikTok has been trying to get me to go live for a long time. I get a lot of emails that said this trying to get me to go live, just like you guys are probably getting. So this is me going live. All right. So welcome everybody. I am live here on my at home on all the platforms and we're talking about, hey, I'm doing good, Antonio. And we're talking about, is it too late to build an online brand? And what does that look like? You said clean your screen. It's kind of blurry here. I'm not sure why it's blurry. It's just fine on my end. Can you guys see it just fine? It could be the Wi-Fi. Anytime my AC turns on here in my apartment complex, it has like a little bit of an issue initially. So that could be the issue. Oh yeah, hey, oh yes, the phlebotomy headquarters. Yeah, she was trying to get me to come to an event you guys are hosting tonight and tomorrow. Can you send me a box message? I want to ask you some questions about what's happening tonight. Sorry, you guys, I'm talking to one person and all you guys are here watching, but I see him come here, and so I had questions to ask her, but I forgot to message her. So can you send me a message and tell me what's happening tonight and tomorrow? I would love to see if I can make it because I'm scheduled to be in Dallas tomorrow, but I'm like, how can I try to do something, you know? Okay. All right. So welcome, guys. Sorry. So glad you guys are here. We're talking about thank you so much. Is it too late to get started building an online brand? First things first, can y'all see me and hear me okay? Can everybody see me and hear me okay? I have AT&T home internet, and sometimes when the AC kicks in, the Wi-Fi has an issue and then it kind of comes back into reality. So for me, it looks clear, but I want to make sure it looks clear to you guys. You have been on my email list forever and been following me since Periscope. Yeah. What's your name? I just see cake. What's your name? Um, I would love to know that. All right. So, for those of you all that are thinking about building an online brand, I want you to tell me really quickly in the comments what are your thoughts about you getting started building an online brand? Okay. Because obviously I'm here, but you will get the most out of our conversation if you talk to me. That way I can talk directly back to you, basically in with regards to what your situation is. Okay. Also, I am having some type of allergic reaction to something in my office. So I have a little towel here where it causes my eyes to like leak a little bit. So if you guys see me kind of doing this to my eye, it's because I'm having some type of allergic reaction and I'm trying to handle it, okay? So just FYI, I'm not crying. I don't have COVID or anything. I'm just like I'm having some type of allergic reaction, and it's always my left eye. Okay. Well, hey, come here. Okay. So what are you guys thinking about when it comes to building an online brand? So for me, when I say building an online brand, that could be you as a person, or that could be you as a product brand. So this is Victoria's Secret's no, excuse me, Victoria? No, this is Bath and Body Works, their lotion. So this is a brand. This Victoria's, excuse me, Bath and Body Works is a brand. Okay. And so they have on the inside of that brand, they have the Luminous brand of by Victoria's Secrets, right? And so then Kenya Kelly is a brand. I teach people how to make money online using social media. So I am a brand, okay? And then my course that's called Vertical Video Mastery, I build a brand on video course. Those are its own brands. That's the product brand, a digital course brand, okay? Antonio says he's picking the correct niche, not wanting to be boxed in. Okay, got it. Got it. You're determining your niche. Okay, I got it. All right. Who else? Who else here is just getting started building some type of online brand? Hey, glad you're here. All right. Now, the one of the things that people are experiencing is that when you log on to social media, there's always a ton of people there, right? You'll see people with lots of views, lots of likes, followers. You'll see people talking about the amount of money that they're making and all the type of stuff. And oftentimes we have this feeling of I'm not doing enough, or we have this feeling of it's too late, or I shouldn't do it because I'm not like them, or what I'm doing is not enough, right? Anybody ever have those feelings? If you have those feelings, just type me, right? I have those feelings, where I am on social media and I'm just scrolling and I'm seeing content, and then I click on somebody's video and they have like 4 million views or 40 million views. They have all these followers and they're saying I'm making $1 million per month. I have those feelings where I see that with somebody else, that it can make me feel like I should stop, I should give up, it'll never happen for me, it's too late, and all those things. I have those feelings all the time, because that's kinda what happens when you come to a place where people are marketing, right? So, when I think about marketing, Bath and Body Works' job is to say that their body products is better than this person's. They may not say our body product is better than them, but their job is to market in a way where the only body products we want to buy is from Bath and Body Works. That's their job. So all the marketers that are showing up on social media that are showcasing them, their success, their student success, and all that type of stuff, their job is to show up in a way that says to you, I can help you with this, or I've got what you want, or you need this, or does that, or those things, right? That's their job. That's like when you think about dating apps, if you're on a dating app, your job is to show yourself off in a way that attracts your right person, right? So, like, I am single, and my job in terms of attracting a person is not to showcase all of my bad features, right? All of us have pluses and minuses. My job is to showcase the good things, right? I can't go on there and say, "Hey, I have struggled with mental health issues." What? I can't go on there and say, "Hey, I have a nerve condition that messes with, like, the nerves in my hand." What? That's not attractive to someone who is wanting to date me. That's not me hiding the fact that I have a nerve condition. That's me saying, "Is that relevant?" Is that relevant to what it is we're trying to accomplish, right? So, when we see these different marketers showing up in their business, it's not, um it's not advantageous of a marketer to say, "I struggle with email marketing. I struggle with tech." That's not no. Their job is to market whatever it is that they have to the audience that needs what they have to offer. Okay. So I just wanted to kind of bring you guys into the fold of like, if, um, it's okay if you have had these moments where you feel like everybody else is awesome and you're not, right? We all have those feelings, but that doesn't mean that that is true. So when we're talking about, is it too late to get started building an online brand? No, it is not, right? Because you're talking about whatever it is you know, whatever it is you do, there are millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of people out there that are consuming content on social media all day, every day. Millions. And the people that are consuming content are not like, "I'm only gonna watch content from Netflix," right? So we have these smart TVs, and we can watch shows on Peacock, on Pluto, on Netflix, on Hulu, on all these different, right? And most people are not saying to themselves, "I will only watch shows on Netflix." Most people aren't saying that. Now, some people are only currently paying for Netflix, but if they found their favorite show is on HBO Max, Hulu, or whatever, they are going to get a subscription to that particular streaming service so that they can watch that show. So, as it pertains to you building an online brand and showing up online, people are not loyal to just one person, right? Like, I have my favorite people I enjoy online, but it's not just one person. It is a ton of people, and I am open to new people. Right? So I'm in a journey right now where I'm learning more skincare, I'm learning more health and fitness for women over 40. I'm learning about my hair with as it pertains to a woman over 40. It's a whole different ball game, right? And then one of my favorite people has been Dr. Mary Claire Haver. But every day I keep learning about other women that are teaching things that I did not know. Like today I learned about castor oil. I was like, "What?" There's some women that are teaching all these different things, and I'm like, just because Dr. Mary Claire Haver isn't saying it, doesn't mean that it's not true, right? So I get to learn from these other women and consume and grow with these other women, right? Found a girl on TikTok who has my hair type, and she's been teaching all this stuff about hair care, and so I started doing some different things that she's talking about. Well, as a result of me consuming her content, I am seeing other girls teach some other thing when it comes to hair care, and I'm like, "Oh, I see the value in that, I see the value with that," right? And so if another person comes online today and is teaching hair care tips, I'm not gonna say, "Well, I don't wanna watch her because I'm already watching her." No, I'm gonna consume whoever I want to consume, right? So when it comes to you and getting started building an online brand, there is room for you, okay? There is so much room, and that doesn't mean that you gotta be what everybody else is, right? It doesn't mean any of that. You get to come online and you get to figure out how you're gonna show up online, who you're gonna be online, you know? That's like me, oh, thank you so much for the likes, I appreciate it. That's like me when it comes to how I show up online with marketing. I show up the way that I show up. I have my friend Austin who was very strategic, very genius-like in his marketing, and I don't show up like him. He's amazing. I am amazing. But we both get to show up how it is that we are showing up, and there's room for both of us, right? Challenge that I think that most people are experiencing is that they just don't value who they are or what they have to offer, right? Who here is struggling with getting started building your personal brand? Who here is struggling getting started building a personal brand? If you are, tell me what exactly you're struggling with. And thank you guys so much for being here. So on TikTok, if you guys wouldn't mind liking the video, the more you guys like the video, the more TikTok will share with more people. If you guys are on any other platform like Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, please share. It lets more people come into the stream. I'd appreciate it so much. Okay, so some of you guys are saying you're having a hard time getting started building an online brand. Okay, so then the thing that I want you to ask yourself is that like, what do you enjoy talking about, right? Because you may not have an actual business right now, and that's okay. But what do you really enjoy talking about, right? And it's like I have a second account on TikTok, and that account is called The Kenya Kelly Brand. And on there, I'm not giving marketing tips, social media tips. I'm not teaching you how to make money online. None of that is happening on that account. On that account, I am just being me. I am going out around last night I did a video talking about this man in the elevator at my apartment complex, how he was so fine, dating in Houston. I'm just on there talking about traveling, I'm talking about eating, I'm talking about fashion. Kenya is just showing up as Kenya, right? And that's it. I'm talking about the journey that I'm on with my skin, with makeup, with hair, with all these different things. I'm just showing up as Kenya over there, right? Now, this account you're watching on, this is Kenya Kelly. This is the business. Now, my name is still Kenya. My name is Kenya Kelly Griffin, right? But my business name, I go by Kenya Kelly, and I show up talking about social media and making money online for this particular brand. Okay. So if you're getting started and you don't have a business, but you're trying to figure out, okay, what is a way that what can I talk about when it comes to building a personal brand? Then ask yourself the question of what do I enjoy talking about? Right? Because the first thing is that you have to be comfortable talking about whatever it is you're going to talk about when you get on social media. Right? So some people love talking about pop culture. That's why you see all these accounts with people talking about pop culture. That's all they're talking about, right? Some people love talking about the law, right? Other people love talking about just scandals, right? Some people is talking about the news and politics and all that type of stuff. Whatever that is, you gotta determine what is it that you really enjoy talking about, and then you start on social media talking about that. Now, initially, nobody's gonna be watching you, okay? Nobody's gonna know you. Nobody's gonna be following initially because nobody knows you exist, right? And that's okay. You have to be okay with the fact that you're getting started building an online brand, and nobody knows you, nobody knows you exist. That's the way it is for everybody, okay? Nobody knows we exist until they do. And so that's why you have to then develop the muscle of consistency, okay? Because it is not easy to show up in a place where nobody knows you, nobody watches you, nobody's sharing your content, nobody values what you have to offer. Yes, that doesn't feel good. But every person that we value today, that we watch, that's doing all the things, is only doing all the things because they first started out with nobody knowing that they existed, okay? Nobody knowing that they existed. Okay? Now, listen really quickly. Y'all do me a favor, if you can. My YouTube is telling me that I am 40 hours away from being monetized, okay? I got a notification that I am 40 hours away this month from being monetized. I'm like, "We want that," okay? Now listen, if any of you guys are planning on being here in the stream, can you come to my YouTube channel? At Kenya Kelly. Let me see here one more time. Let me go down here. Yeah, it's actually it says I am 21 public hours away from being monetized. That's huge. I've been trying to get monetized on YouTube for like 10 years. I am not kidding. I am not kidding. And I am just 21 hours away from being monetized on YouTube. See that blue line? We're so close. We're so close, okay? So, if y'all ain't here watching, can y'all leave whatever platform you're on you and come watch on YouTube because I've been trying to do this for 10 years, and I am 21 hours away, which is nothing short of a miracle, okay? So come to YouTube, okay? Alright, let me keep going. Let me see. Okay, thank you. I'm just unsure of exactly what to do to win in a faceless account. Trying to still figure it out. While I'm trying to figure it out, I just need more inspirations. So here's the deal about anything. When we start online, we don't really know what we're doing, right? Thank you, Sean. Listen, when everybody starts online, nobody knows what they're doing. okay? And everybody gives themselves permission to try. It's kinda like you're saying you want morning inspiration, so you're gonna do that for a while, and then you get to try something else in the mix of your morning inspiration. And then you get to try something else, and you get to try something else and something else. What eventually happens is that you start to realize, "I enjoy doing this, this, and this. I don't like doing that." And then you do that. Now, sometimes what people will do is they will create some type of content and see how everybody else responds, and then that'll determine what they wanna keep doing. But that's not what you wanna do. Okay? What do I mean by that? So, if I cook on TikTok, on my second account on TikTok, depending upon how I edit it, it will do well. When I am talking about dating in Houston, right, those videos will do well, but I don't want my account to just be about me cooking and editing, highly editing, or just me talking about dating. I don't want all of my content, right? So, I had to ask myself, what do I actually want to create content around? I just wanna talk. If something's going on in my life and I wanna talk about it, I wanna come talk about it. If I just experienced something, if I'm gonna go hang out with some friends, I wanna talk about it. If I'm gonna go and do something new that I've normally never would have done, I want to. So I decided on that account that I am going to do whatever it is I want to do with peace. And the reason I decided that is because I don't wanna be boxed in on that account. Right? I'm boxed in on this account because I teach you social media, how to make money online. Thank you guys so much for all coming to my YouTube channel. I can see the amount of people that have come to YouTube. Thank you guys so much. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I just share with everybody that we are 21 watch hours from me being monetized on YouTube, and I've been trying to get that for 10 years. Like, I'm not kidding. Okay, and everybody on the YouTube to help me. So YouTube, Kia Kelly. All right. So I'm boxed in on this account because I teach you social media, making money online, and that's okay. This is my business. But with the other account that I started, I want it to be more than what I currently am. Right. I want to talk about my hair journey. I want to talk about menopause. That's what I'm dealing with. I want to talk about my skin and get guidance. I want to talk about fashion and get guidance. I want to talk about dating. I want to talk about I wanna have fun, so I'm doing that on my second account on TikTok, and it's doing well. Like, right now, that account has, I think, 6,500 followers. Let me see. Where is it? Let me see. So that account called Kenya Kelly Brand has 6,467 followers, right? It's amazing. I just wanna be me, and it's gonna grow as it grows, right? Because I just wanna be me over there, and I wanna have fun, I wanna talk about different things over there on that account on TikTok. So for you, if you're gonna get started building an online brand, you've gotta be okay with nobody caring about you initially. You gotta be okay with not having all the views you wanna experience, not going viral, not making all the money you wanna make, and the brand's not all paying you. Because the only reason why brands are paying other people today is because they continue to show up and they're building their brands, right? So I'm watching a friend of mine who does not have a large following online by any means, but he decided to start focusing on LinkedIn. He decided to start putting all his energy and effort into growing on LinkedIn. And nobody cared about him initially on LinkedIn, but he continues to do what he's doing on LinkedIn. And guess what's happening? He keeps getting deal after deal after deal after deal. Why? Because he decided, while I don't have a large following, I'm gonna go all in and I'm gonna do it here on LinkedIn. Kaboom. Now that's what's happening for him. That's like right now, for me, one of my number one focuses I have right now is LinkedIn. Why? Because I do what I do, I make money the way I make money, but one of my bigger goals is I wanna speak on more corporate stages, making more money per speech. So right now, if I speak at a conference, I'm typically making between $2,500 and $3,500 at a conference, to speak at a conference. But some of my friends are getting paid $50,000 for the same talk. They speak at a corporate event, if they get paid $50,000 for a 1-hour talk, and I just made 3,000. Everybody blink. Y'all just type the word blink in the chat. I'm then I'm like, who has $50,000 to pay people? Corporation, right? Corporations have the money to pay that kind of money, right? Y'all all type in blink. Thank you. And so I'm like, okay, if that's one of my goals, we're not gonna get off of Instagram, we're gonna get off of LinkedIn and the other ones. I'm saying that we're putting some emphasis over on LinkedIn, right? Because I know what I've been speaking for years, right? So like this is a picture of me at like 22 years old speaking to like 12,000 people, right? So I've been speaking for like 20 years, right? And so it's time to start getting paid like I've been speaking for 20 years. But it's not anybody else's fault, it's mine. My job is how do I present my online brand to the community that can afford to pay however much money for me to speak at the conference? Does that make sense? So if you're saying you wanna build an online brand and you want people to pay you what you wanna get paid, working with brands or whatever you wanna do, then what has to happen is that you have to get started online. So I have to get started and be consistent every day in the place that are can afford to pay, and LinkedIn is one of them, but also me pitching corporations, right? So I pitch conferences all the time. And then just recently, I started saying, "Stop pitching the people that can't pay you the 50 grand. Stop. Stop pitching people who can't pay you what you wanna get paid, and go and pitch the people that can afford to pay you." Right? So that's the same thing. If you're talking about you wanna build an online brand, then you have to go, "Okay, what do I need to do?" And right now, nobody is checking for me on LinkedIn. They're not. They're not. They're not really watching my videos. They're not commenting on my posts. They don't value my expertise whatsoever on there. That's okay. They will. But it's my responsibility to build that brand on that platform to where people find me as a valuable resource for what it is that I do and what I talk about. That's our responsibility. So if you're wanting to build, thank you guys so much for coming to YouTube. I see all the people on YouTube. I appreciate that. So if you're trying to build this online brand, then you have to make a decision of this is what I'm going to do to build that. That means if you go all in on Instagram and you're posting twice a day, then you got to be consistent. The when we work with our clients, we tell them don't look for results in 90 days. You can get some in 90 days, but the real return is gonna be in 6 months. The greatest return is gonna be in 6 months. What does that mean? That means initially we are trying to figure out who you are, how you show up, how people are responding to you through testing and content, right? But we're also trying to help you become consistent. Thank you guys so much for coming to YouTube, okay? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I ask everybody to get off of TikTok and Facebook and all them and come to YouTube because I'm 21 hours away from being monetized on YouTube. Okay. I got a notification that I've been trying to get YouTube for years. And they said I got 21 hours to go. So everybody on the stream has come to YouTube. I can't Kelly to kind of help me. So I appreciate y'all with that. All right. I do want to answer some questions. Hey, Bridget, what questions you guys have about building your online brand? I know you guys can do this, right? Like it's everybody got started. Nobody knew what they were doing. Nobody. These people you see today are just people who got started and decided to be consistent, and they consistently, analyze what they were doing, analyze their content, and start getting better at it. Like, my comfortability right now being on all these streaming platforms is only because 8 years ago, I was bad at it. Somebody was saying here earlier, career, I forgot your name. Started with a K. Um, she knew me on Periscope, and I didn't know what I was doing on Periscope 8 years ago. But today, I know what I'm doing. Thanks for being here, Sharice and Sean. Thank you so much. Right? Hey, Costa. Hey, I didn't know what I was doing, but today I'm comfortable because I was uncomfortable back then. Right? The only reason why I feel comfortable starting a second account on TikTok is because 4 years ago, when it was super bad, I kept going. My content on TikTok was terrible 4 years ago. Oh my god. Let me see if I can show y'all. Okay, so TikTok desktop will let me show y'all my oldest post versus my, recent stuff or whatever. So I'm gonna do a quick screen share. I want y'all to see that like this is just how it goes, okay? All right, so let me show y'all. Let's see. Allow for 1 month. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, let me see. All right. Okay, y'all tell me in the comments whether you're on Instagram or you're on Facebook, can y'all see my TikTok account? When you guys can see my account on TikTok, y'all say yes. Just tell me in the comments. I can't see any comments yet, so I have to keep checking to see when y'all tell me y'all can see it. Okay? So everybody tell me when you can see my content on TikTok. Y'all can see it? Okay, thank you so much. Okay. All right. So here is my account on TikTok. Let me see. Oldest. All right. So here uh-oh. Where'd it go? Here we go. Okay, sorry. Here are my oldest pieces of content on TikTok, okay? This is my very first video. I went to an Olive Garden and the guy gave me a ton of little candies, right? Now, it says 63,000 views here. No, no, no. It's taken 4 years for that video to get here. So let's just act as if this video does not exist. Here is my let's just say this is my first video, okay?
So my life is crazy. I moved to California and I moved four girls in the house to live with me. I'm the only black.
Okay. My teeth were looking crazy, all the things, right? And so that was one of my first videos. Then this video here, we're doing the Michael Jackson Thriller dance, okay? Okay, we're just having fun. And then this one, my friend wins rock, paper, scissors. Oh, sorry. Okay. And then all these videos. This video here, I didn't know how to use the timer feature. Look. There was so much. I just did not know what I was doing. Okay. Sorry for the audio. Okay. Let's video that. Okay. So my point in saying that is that the reason why you guys know that I exist today is because 4 years ago when I was terrible, I kept going. Right. 4 years ago when I got started, I was terrible, but I kept going. Right. And so for you guys, if you got started today and you got consistent today and you were consistently investing in getting better with what you're trying to do with building your online brand, you will be amazed at what things look like in 6 months. Most people quit after a couple days, you know, but you will be amazed at what everything looks like if you are consistent for 6 months. So, like, my rule has been for the longest time that if I'm gonna get started with something, I'm gonna give it 6 months. 6. And I push myself to stay consistent. It's not easy, but I push myself to stay consistent because I know that if I'm consistent, that the results are gonna be what I want them to be, but I have to force myself. Like, my YouTube channel was sitting at, like, 1,000 followers forever, and I said, "I'm gonna get consistent at putting up at least 1 video a week, long form, and then putting YouTube Shorts on my account." And for a while, nobody cared. Now, my YouTube channel isn't even the greatest. I love my content, but we're still learning how to be strategic with our thumbnails and tags, and we're still learning all that stuff. So I said, while we are learning how to do all that, we're gonna put up content. It's not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna learn it, right? And so now our channel has grown. Now we're 21 hours away from being monetized on YouTube after been trying for 10 years, right? TikTok, when we first got started, it was terrible. Fast forward, right now we are sitting at, let me see, where account on TikTok. Let's see. Hold on. Right now, our account on TikTok is sitting at 512,000 followers and 917. So by end of day today, we'll be at 513,000 followers. But that's not because all of a sudden. That's you're talking about 4.5 years. We're going on 5 years of being on TikTok, of being consistent. Thank you so much. You're so kind, right? This consistency and trying, not perfection, but consistency and trying. Okay. Now listen, Now, for those of y'all got any questions, go ahead and ask me any questions in the comments. I wanna help you guys with whatever you got questions about, okay? But also, we as a company, we do something, um, 3 times a year, which is a 3-day Instagram Reels and TikTok challenge, where we teach you how to create great content on Instagram and on TikTok. We do this challenge for free. Um, excuse me. And it's the last time we're doing it for the year because obviously we're in October, so we're getting ready to go into the holidays. So we're not doing it again. So for those of you all that are saying to yourselves, "This sounds good, but I need to learn," we're gonna help you for free, okay? Free, but you have to join the challenge, okay? So right now we have almost 300 people signed up for this challenge, and you guys are invited, okay? You just go to the link on the screen, which is tiakelly.com/challenge. There's also a link in my bio, and you guys can join us for free. Now, again, what I told you is that if you're gonna get good at something, that means you have to try and you have to learn. One of the ways to learn with us for free is our 3-day challenge. It's free. You know, it's your job to sign up and then your job to show up, okay? I'm gonna post on my YouTube and do more on TikTok that I know nothing about. Do you just start posting on TikTok to get the followers and don't worry about real content? Well, people don't follow you just for random content. People follow you because you are intentional about your content. So my new account on TikTok, the reason why people are following me there is because I'm just being myself. I'm talking about things that make sense to me. I'm talking about things that I want to talk to other people about. I'm talking to them about fashion and all the different things that I'm into right now. I'm letting them into my world, and then the people who want to be a part of my world are following me. So they're not gonna follow us just because we put up random content. Thanks, Antoinette. They're gonna follow us because they want to be a part of whatever world we're creating online, right? So, like, online, you're not gonna hear me talk about a bunch of health issues. Online, you're not gonna hear me talk about issues I'm having with my family or issues I have with my ex-husband. I just don't put my ex-husband out like that. I don't put my mama and them out like that. You know, we may talk around certain things, but we're not gonna talk about specific things, you know? When I do get a man or whatever, you probably won't see him for quite a while, right? Why? Because I'm like, I don't know. I just don't wanna put a relationship out, like, until I know that this gonna be my guy, he ain't going out like that. Why? I just don't want to. I'm like, "Mm-mm, we can do it what we doing in Houston, Texas, online, you ain't gonna see him until whatever." You know what I'm saying? I don't have a man yet. You know, if you single and you love Jesus and like black girls, hit me up. Not to mention, my God, listen, I saw this man on the elevator yesterday. Hey, Danielle. This man was on the elevator yesterday at my apartment complex. He looked at me and he said, "That's a nice dress." And I'm looking at him like, "Oh, thank you so much." I did like a little jiggle. Listen, that man was fine. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. No, but he was fine. White boy. I like all men. This white boy, I was like, "Oh, you got my attention." But anyway, you'll hear me talk about that on my TikTok account. All right, tips for TikTok Shop affiliates. So I don't have any tips on that. I'm not an expert at TikTok Shop yet. I have been learning the ins and outs of TikTok Shop for actual product-based businesses. So I'm learning a whole lot more about that so I can teach businesses how to use TikTok Shop, and then I'm gonna start learning TikTok Shop for content creators, but I've focused more on learning it for businesses first, and then I'll learn TikTok Shop for creators. Because I teach people how to make money online, typically with their own products. So I had to learn that part first, so then I could teach the other part. So I'm getting ready to get into it. Keto Mom, TikTok shop for us content creators, but I haven't done that yet. I started following all the people who teach all the things. And so now I'm like, okay, yeah, 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 cool. All right. Okay. Any other questions, you guys? I know you guys can do let me see. Let me see if YouTube is updated. I don't think YouTube updates that quickly with those of you guys that have been watching me. I don't think it works like that. I mean, then again, I'm new to YouTube. So I don't think it would have updated that quickly, but I'll see. No, it hasn't updated yet. But right now we are at 3,979 watch hours, and to get monetized on YouTube, you need 4,000 watch hours. I've been trying to get 4,000 watch hours for years. I mean, so long. So, I think I have to keep on creating, going live, because live stream is everything. Because if I get 20 people to watch me on a 1-hour stream, that's 20 hours, you know what I mean? So it's a process for that with YouTube. All right. So again, if you guys want to learn with us for free, we're doing our 3-day Instagram Reels and TikTok challenge. It starts in 1 week. Y'all can join for free at the link up here, and it's in my bio, kiakelly.com/challenge. I see a couple questions. Would you recommend making a second TikTok account or just keep one? It depends on what you're trying to focus on. I have 2 accounts because my main one teaches people how to make money online with social media, and it's my business, right? But I have the second one because I wanted to do fun things. I wanted to talk about mental health. I wanted to talk about so much other stuff that had nothing to do with my business, but I knew that 2 wouldn't work well together. Like, people that come to learn about social media don't wanna hear me talk about dating in Houston, don't wanna see me making food, like, so that's why I did it too. It just depends upon what your goals are. So your help is primarily for people with product-based no, no. I help people that sell a product or service, right? So if a person sells consulting or they sell physical products, I teach people that have both. They were asking me about TikTok Shop. And so with TikTok Shop, there's 2 parts. One, the people that have products that wanna sell their products. Then there is a TikTok Shop part where content creators can make money promoting other people's products. Right now, I haven't learned the ins and outs of creators that wanna promote people's products. It's a whole other level of things. I haven't learned that yet, but I actually just got accepted into a program on TikTok called Tastemakers, where they're gonna be teaching me TikTok Shop as a creator. So now I'm in that program. I'm getting ready to start learning all this stuff that I did not know. So in 60, 90 days, I will have more to teach you, but right now I'm an infant when it comes to teaching people TikTok Shop for content creators. So that program should be helping me with that, and then once I know it, I'll tell you. 'Cause I'm not gonna tell you something I don't know. I'm like, I'd rather say I don't know, unless somebody else tell you than me tell you something don't work, 'cause that messes with my brand. Okay? All right. Okay, guys, it's lunchtime for me. I'm also headed to Dallas tomorrow for an event, San Diego for an event. So if you guys want to follow along on all those journeys, come follow me on Instagram at Kenya Kelly or follow my second account on TikTok, which is called Kenya Kelly Brand. That's where I show you all the other sides of me is on Instagram stories or on TikTok, the Kenya Kelly Brand. Otherwise, I want all you guys to join us for our 3-day challenge. It's free. 3 days of me teaching you absolutely free about Instagram Reels and TikTok marketing, okay? The link is in my bio. Obviously, it's not clickable on screen, but you can see it. But you can go to the link in my bio and you can join there, okay? All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for coming on YouTube and helping me with these watch time hours, okay? I will chat with you guys soon, okay? Bye, guys. Oh, email automation. I teach email automation with my private clients. So if somebody hires me one-on-one, we work with them on email automation. Okay, sorry, I saw the question. Okay. Bye, guys.